Hi friends, how are you? Welcome to our holiday edition of Eat This, Not That. And today we're going to be sharing with you two of our favorite recipes. They're going to be healthier options for some of your favorite holiday desserts, okay? So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be showing you an apple crisp and also a healthier version for those chocolate chip cookies that you love so much. Welcome to my channel. My name is Angelica Ventrice. I'm the creator of the Fit for Life Transformation Program, where we help busy career-driven moms lose weight and transform their bodies without restrictive diets. And this is my boyfriend, Mike.
Hi guys, I'm Mike Farrell, and I'm also the creator of the Healthy Life Academy, which is a program very similar to Angelica's. I just coach men.
There you go. So any guys watching, you need some help, reach out to my boyfriend. We'd love to hear from you guys. Also, just, drop in the comments, what are some other recipes that you would love for us to cover and make quote unquote healthier for you? Because we love doing these videos. So why don't you start off and share with people what the quote unquote healthier version of chocolate chip cookies could be. Because I know when I polled my clients and my private Facebook group, everyone said chocolate chip cookies was their favorite holiday dessert. I would have to agree, but as we know, there's a shit ton of butter and sugar. So what can we do to actually have something that kind of tastes like a chocolate chip cookie, but doesn't have so many calories in it?
So our alternative today, we're gonna be showing you how to make a chickpea blondie brownie. Okay, they're flourless, they're gluten-free, and you can make them vegan if you so choose so. So they're
dairy-free too, yeah.
And dairy-free. They're very versatile. They're a cleaner option, and they taste amazing. And they're super easy to make.
Yeah, and they still kind of remind you of a chocolate chip cookie. It's just in the shape of a bar. I mean, you could technically make them into whatever shape you want. We just bake them in like a little square pan. Super easy, super delicious, and way lower in fat and calories.
And if you do choose to make it vegan option, you can have them raw. So you can have it as like a raw cookie dough.
Yeah, which is also
you can make it.
Who doesn't love cookie dough? Come on, who doesn't love cookie dough?
All right, guys. So let's get into it. So for the chickpea blondie brownies, okay, you guys are going to need 2 cans of organic chickpeas. We like to use the low sodium ones just because less sodium. This recipe will call for a little bit of salt later on, so I would highly suggest rinsing those chickpeas.
Yeah, you want to rinse them out with some water, drain them.
And then you're also going to use 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. We use this Justin's honey peanut butter because that's what we have in the pantry.
One thing with the peanut butter, any organic peanut butter would be a good option. You just want to read the back of the labels and make sure that it really just says peanuts. If you're seeing things like cane sugar and extra palm oil, it's not going to be your best option. So just throwing it out there for the peanut butter.
Yeah. Then the next thing, you're going to need 1/3 of a cup of organic maple syrup, but we're decreasing the sugar in these, making these a healthier option. So we like this Walden Farms brand. Okay.
So
Walden
delicious.
Farms pancake syrup. It is a very great alternative. Literally zero calories, 0 sugar. We're going to use 1/3 cup of this. Okay.
You could use real maple syrup if you wanted to. I mean, in all reality, it's only 1/3 a cup. We're just showing you some options. If you really wanted to save on some sugars, you can do the Walden Farms. We love that brand.
And we're saving sugars because then the next thing we're going to use is 2 tablespoons of raw coconut sugar. Okay, organic raw coconut sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then you also need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda. And then to wrap it up, there's only one more ingredient.
The most important ingredient.
The most important ingredient, dark chocolate chips.
Lily's chocolate chips are also going to be a great option, but just make sure you're picking extra dark chocolate chips. You could also buy a dark chocolate bar, a few dark chocolate bars, very high quality, and chop that up as well. They're going to be your version of a healthier cookie.
So if you want to make these vegan, this is the only thing you need to change. You get yourself some vegan dark chocolate chips. We like these, and that's it. Yeah. It's super easy. You're going to combine all of those ingredients in a nice little food processor, blend it until it's smooth. Oh, except for the chocolate chips.
Yeah, don't blend, throw the chocolate chips
don't do
in
that.
The food processor.
Blend all ingredients in the food processor until smooth, minus the chocolate chips. Take it from the food processor, put it into a nice mixing bowl, fold in your chocolate chips, put it into use an 8x8 square pan.
Yeah, square.
And then basically you're gonna bake it at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. Do not overcook it. If you overcook them, they're gonna get dry, crumbly, and crappy.
Like, you don't want to dry your cookies out. You want warm, chewy cookies. So same thing with the chocolate chip peanut butter blondies. They really just taste like chocolate chip cookies in a bar form. Okay, so here's what they look like. So there you go, guys. Let's move on to our next dessert. So, I polled a lot of my clients and a lot of them said apple pie, pecan pie. So we went with a substitute for apple pie. So we're gonna share with you a recipe for a healthier apple crisp. There's still gonna be a decent amount of calories in here. There's gonna be some sugar, there's gonna be some fat, but you're still, we're eliminating gluten, there's no dairy in here, and we're using some higher quality ingredients. So
this isn't alternative, right? It isn't 100% completely sugar-free or
right,
dairy-free.
right.
This is just a better
realistic
option.
Yeah, it's a better option. Like, we're not saying, oh, there's no sugar, or oh, there's no fat. There's definitely some sugar, there's definitely some fat. We're just giving you kind of healthier versions, and we know that you guys want
the
that.
better option.
So you're gonna use, depending on how big your pan is, we're gonna use 6 Honeycrisp apples. We're gonna peel them, we're gonna slice them really thin. And then we're gonna cover them with, the recipe calls for like half a teaspoon or half a tablespoon of cinnamon. I personally freaking love cinnamon, so I'm just gonna dump the cinnamon all over my apples.
We'll probably use like 2 tablespoons in total.
And then you'll need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice to make sure you get a nice fresh lemon. And then you're gonna cover them with the lemon juice and then a little bit of water. And then so you're just mixing that up. All right, so the apples, lemon juice, water, cinnamon, okay? That's how your apples are gonna kind of marinate in that. The topping is where all that kind of goodness, sugary, sweet comes in. The love, right? So it's like, all right, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna cut corners, cut calories on the topping? I'm gonna give you guys some really great suggestions. Old-fashioned oats, these are like naturally gluten-free, but if you're celiac or sensitive, you wanna make sure you do buy gluten-free oats. You're actually gonna make oat flour. So this recipe, and I'm gonna share the recipe with you guys instead of just like listing it out right now, I should probably forget. But so you're gonna blend half a cup of oats in our food processor, and that's gonna give you oat flour. So that's gonna be part of the topping. Then we're also gonna use this Bob's Red Mill gluten-free baking flour. And then it also calls for coconut sugar. So same thing that we might use for the chickpea blondies, okay?
We really like to substitute coconut sugar.
Much better for you than white sugar or brown sugar, so gonna be lower glycemic, better on your system overall. Still sugar, like we said, we're still baking with some sugar here, but that way your topping is a combination of oat flour, the gluten-free baking flour, and then you're also gonna top it with just some more regular rolled oats to kind of give it that little crisp. So this way, it is an apple crisp. When you see it baked, it'll remind you of the flavors of an apple pie. So it is definitely a great substitution. The topping does include butter, so you're gonna need 1 stick of butter. We do use Kerrygold grass-fed butter. Mike, you should show them what it is. But if you wanna do it dairy-free, there are now plant butters out there. You guys can, Kerrygold, just in case you couldn't tell. So Kerrygold's a great option, but there are plant butters out there as well. You could also use ghee.
I'm sure you could probably substitute like coconut oil.
So, but butter's gonna give it, definitely gives it a nice flavor. But if you don't do butter, you don't do dairy, you can find butter alternative. And I've seen a bunch in the supermarkets coming out. So you can just check for one of those. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So you're gonna bake this, and you definitely want to make sure that the topping is not too wet when you put it on, because if it's too wet, then you're not gonna have the apple crisp. Okay, it's gonna be like a soggy mush of apples and then a soggy
an apple
sog. So we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. It's freaking delicious. And that's it. So if you guys want more recipes like this, what I'd love for you to do is go ahead and click the link below. We have an Eat This Not That guide, and there's gonna be a whole slew of recipes, substitutions, healthier versions, healthier options. So go ahead and make sure you grab that, and let us know if you bake any of these desserts. Let us know in the comments what you want us to do for the next version of Eat This Not. We're happy to do another dessert version because we freaking love desserts. So
I have a sweet tooth. I'm not afraid to admit it. We just make the alternative version. And like Angelica just said, when you guys try these recipes, drop in the comments below. What did you think of them? How did it turn out? Did you enjoy them? Did you do anything different than what we suggested? Yeah, and I think overall pretty easy to do. Both of these recipes, nothing super complicated. We like to keep it simple. So we hope you guys enjoy this. We will see you soon, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Bye, guys.